What's up, turds, nerds, freaks, and geeks, and all that's in between? It's me, your girl, Daisy Dame. Welcome to, or welcome back to, my channel. I'm genuinely blessed to have you here. I hope you guys are doing well. You sure do look swell, and thank you for spending that little bit of time with me today. I wanted to discuss something that I spoke about years ago, but for whatever reason, at this time, it was blocked worldwide. And now I checked the video, and it is no longer. Y'all, if that ain't something. But before we get into the whole dang thing, please don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, share, do all the things that are free. I know I am that person, but it really does help me out. I really do appreciate y'all, every single one of you. And now let's get into the thick of it, okay? Because y'all are going to be so impressed. No, I think that you will just really enjoy this presentation, if you will. So stick with me. There's Finny. He's a little cranky today. Love him so much. But he is. If he comes and just jumps on my head, don't worry about that. He's fine. He's fine. All right. So what's most important that we talk about first is dark days, okay? And this will all make sense. This stuck out to me. It's like a splinter in my skin that I couldn't get out, right? It's an American documentary film produced and photographed by English documentarian Mark Singer. It was completed in 2000, shot during the 1990s. It followed a group of people who lived in the Freedom Tunnel section of Amtrak system at the time. DJ Shadow created a new music documentary that also let Singer use some of these pre-existing songs. And poof, Finny is gone. Just like that. So he was living in Manhattan and he was struck by the number of people he saw living in the streets. He befriended somebody in the homeless community and learned about these abandoned tunnel systems. He met members of the Freedom Tunnel community that stretched north from Penn Station to Harlem. Basically what this was it is a community of people who live underground, and these are just everyday people, just normal everyday people. There's also examples of mole people, voices in the tunnels, and tunnel people. And mind you, again, these are just everyday people. And this is in the 90s and early 2000s. So please don't forget that part either. Like, we really need to start putting some of this together. It's absolutely absurd. Okay, the next one is the Baghdad Battery, a name given to a set of 3 artifacts which were found together: a ceramic pot, a tube of copper, and a rod of iron. It was discovered present-day Iraq, 1936. So its origin remains unclear, although it said it is just that. Essentially, it's a battery, okay? It's like a vintage version of this. But why would they need that, right? What is the point of this? The origin and purpose remains unclear. Sure it does. Well, how about it is exactly this? Mankind has always been somewhat technologically advanced in their own way, because it seems, and please don't misconstrue, don't hear me wrong, right? There has always been electricity, or a form of it, because we have electric currents, right? Mind you, they're finding this in the 1930s, and this was buried, who knows how old this is, okay? So it could be 150 to 223 AD. Do you understand that? Do you understand that this technology, it was there? It's important because Tesla also mimics these technologies by using water, towers, so on and so forth. Who else does this? Egypt. Daisy, are you trying to tell me that Egypt and all these other prior civilizations possibly had electricity? No, duh. Yes, absolutely I am. Yes. What scientists found under the pyramids could change the pyramids of Giza, the history forever, right? So for those of you who haven't been keeping, up to date with these things, this article is very flippant. So basically what they're saying is, since the early 2000s, they have been doing these things using, okay, here we go. It's thanks to new underground, which it's not new, this is old technology. Oh my golly. Scanning techniques used for ground penetrating radar. In other words, radars that used to map the ground, similar to x-rays. They send waves into the ground and they bounce back when they hit something solid, which, again, they've been doing this. So according to the researchers, these constructions date back more than 4,000 years, placing them at the height of the Egyptian Old Kingdom. Okay, another thing that I always really want to reiterate is how this information is nearly, and it feels like almost, recycled in a way, right? Like the same thing with the UFOs, UAPs. These same stories keep coming out, and as if they're brand new, but they're not. They're not. Like, we've been hearing about UFOs, UAPs, obviously, for decades, and that's why it keeps getting discussed. It's nothing new. It's been going on, and so they point this out. Finally, thank you. It's not the first time this information has come to light. It's already been dismissed. So when we see here, like, robots with this technology, ancient Egypt technology. We're going to look at a couple more. Ready? Controversial studies claim a massive structure is found under the pyramids of Egypt. So what we saw was targeted excavations. That's what they're going to need. Told Daily Mail that he cannot determine whether the technology was actually captured, a hidden structure. And let's also take a look at the pyramids and where they're located. Oh, would you look at that? That's not weird at all. And if you didn't know, pyramids are actually found all over the world. Yeah. How crazy is that? All around the world. Different types of pyramids. Why? Well, And look at this one. I found this one was to be really important because you guys know I have spoken about ley lines and the equator, things like that. So what we see here is all of these important structures found on that, right? So it's almost as if there's a reason for that. It's almost as if, look at that. They put it there for a reason. And this is another example of just pyramids all over the world. More of pyramids all over the world. Let's take a look at a few, shall we? All over the world. See, some people, they just think that the pyramids are in a certain part of the world, but that's not true. These are all over. Even China has pyramids, okay? And if we're finally, able to discuss about these things, we should really discuss the possibilities of what lies within the Sphinx as well, as long as we're talking about it, right? This next part is a doozy, so make sure that you pay attention closely, because we're going to be looking at the inside of the Pyramid of Giza. So many of you know, as I stated before, I made a video discussing the structure of the pyramid and the venting, things like that, and how essentially we are to believe that there just wasn't technology at this time capable of these things, but it seems like they were more than well capable. And we have this right here. And many of us are taught in school that these are tombs, that they are ancient tombs. But one thing that is and remains a fact is that essentially no bodies were ever found buried in these things. King Tut, King Tutankhamun, where are they? Not there. Buried elsewhere. And that is a fact again. These structures look so similar to something that I love and that I know very much about. And these vents, could they truly be something else? Could they truly be for something else? Imagine this structure. Imagine what they just found underneath said structure. Now that is a whole powerhouse. And many of us already know that they all have their reasons for covering things up. So many of you already know, that's right, that's going to bring us back to my boy, Nikola Tesla, and the power towers. So Tesla had some really great invention ideas, and he even used some of these for, like entertainment. He would play jokes or like do tricks with these, right? And it's very important that we understand the patents of Tesla and what he was truly going for, because look at this structure. Genuinely sucking up energy from the atmosphere and allowing us to have it for free. That's crazy, y'all. Let's look at more patents by Tesla. So again, don't forget that the government even thought that Tesla could be an alien from Venus due to the sheer amount of patents that he had created, and how they thought it was nearly impossible for someone to come up with this many ideas, to be so smart. And why would they think Venus, for one? Like, that's curious, right? Over here on Egypt Independent, it says controversial study claims massive structures discovered under pyramids in Egypt. A new study on the Egyptian pyramids has caused a stir worldwide after researchers from Italy and Scotland claim there is a huge underground city extending 6,500 feet beneath Giza pyramids, 10 times larger than the pyramids themselves. They claim this is based on pulse radar devices by experts to create high-resolution images deep underground beneath the structures, the same way sonar radar used to map the depths of the oceans. The study was not reviewed by independent experts. It revealed the presence of 8 vertical cylindrical structures. I'm trying to find... Are they going to show us the picture of that? Oh my lord, y'all. Okay, so it has the Great Pyramid of Giza, these other ones, and this is what it's meant to look like. Isn't that curious? So not only have the claims been criticized by scientists, but also the state of Egypt itself. Of course it is. People are trying to say that it's completely wrong and lacks scientific basis, which it doesn't. They're using this sonar pulses with the radar to indeed see what is under there. And people are confused because there are different ways of doing this. So some people believe this is not possible. Others believe it is possible. It honestly just depends on the method that they're using. So believe it or not, yes, that is possible. Look at that. Look at this. Y'all, 4,500 years ago. Okay, look at this. First of all, we barely know how they built the pyramids. Like, that's very confusing to people. And this is what we get to see. These radar images. And the fact that they just want to brush it off is curious. I think that these are the types of things that we absolutely do need to look more into. And they're putting it out for a reason, right? There's got to be some reason for them to be discussing this. What do you guys think? Leave your comments and opinions down below. I would love to know what you think about all this. I truly believe that Nikola Tesla was onto something, that he was using like these ideas to try and sort this out. No. So I wanted to find... Yeah. Okay, I wanted to find the one that uses the waters as well so that we can see. So basically, it seems as though ancient civilization after ancient civilization ends up using this very thing. So is the Tesla coil similar to this? Is that what we're seeing? Because I think that hopefully we can all use our brains and really put this together. I think that regardless, there are secrets and knowledge, hidden knowledge kept from humanity. I think the Pope knows about it. That's why he was doing the 7 seals, the doorways, whatever that was. There is a deep, dark truth that slumbers below us, and it's coming to light. And we should be aware of that. We need to be aware of that. So again, stay awake, stay aware, stay well. I hope you guys are all doing swell. You sure do look amazing. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me today. Don't worry, I'm going to stay on this topic, and I will live stream us watching an old video I had made that was blocked worldwide, but now unblocked for whatever reason. Maybe the world was just not ready. I don't know, y'all. But what I do know is that I think my brain is a little smarter than I think. Okay. We're putting it together, and the truth should be known. It will come to the light. And these underground cities, they're all over the world. These pyramids, they're all over the world. That's just a fact. Stay healthy, stay wealthy. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Don't forget, like, sub, hit the bell, comment, share, give me a left leg, and it really means a lot. Just be the best. Be your best self every day. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.
Oh, this shit crazy. Cigarettes, eating what they shout out to underneath that shit. Always my day， 我的心，我的 bitch， 快马铃，如果 gonna be like Drake， 会踩在天干物燥，滑稽的麦是偏袒步调，飞身位列相伴入道，下面喊的 clap。抓了，小小村的家娘，外因的重手感热了发烫，赌上全部的家当，有手让秘境继续的加棒，把垃圾评论做个炸把切分享，这些黄瓜我一根又一根 ，I don't give a fuck， 把都装多了别损，9月还要走的像这就越深。马里奥 ，kill the track， 继续下去，搞得这里拜拜。如果因我的命在我手里转，早晚某之前 I'm free to die， 把我当了神经发条绷紧，荒凉梦醒飞得赛赛，咱们我的作品我紧墨笔若现。